Hey up Guardians, it's me Mr. B, YouTube's best kept secret and the very best, the ultimate Guardian in the world. And I'm here to prove it. How am I going to prove it? Well, I have got a one-shot super titan build that will decimate everything and allow you to do this. What you are witnessing there, in case you haven't quite figured it out yet with all the amazing editing I do, I know it's a service I provide. That is a Titan taking on Nocris when Nocris is almost full health. It's just around in his first DPS phase. And taking it out, or taking Nocris out, in one hit. Well, seemingly one hit, one maneuver. It is amazing. This particular maneuver has more stopping power than a super, as I will now show you. So welcome to my practice range. As you can see, I'm giving Oscar the Ogre quite a bit of work over here with my hammers. Now as you can see, even with an extra shotgun blast as well, he's still got a little bit of health left. Now that is a full hammer strike super. I know Oscar, I'm sorry mate, we'll revive you now. Full hammer strike super and 2 shotgun blasts to kill it. Now watch this. Just watch what I do here. I'm going to take me run up. Here I go. Swinging in. Babushka! Simple. Now, to do this, although it looks very impressive, you need 3 things. 3 things is... you can't do it without it. It's integral to this whole system. So, you need a fire titan, obviously. Any other Titan just won't do. And you need your Fire Titan to be, or Sunbreaker, to be on the top tree. Why? Because you need Hammer Strike, okay? Hammer Strike is integral to this, just as the other 2 things are. You also need a shotgun, which I've got Last Man Standing here, which you can get from the Reckoning, with 1-2 punch. That is very important because 1-2 punch landing every pellet of the shot gives you like a damage boost to your melee, which damages your hammer strike. Last but not least, you need these, the Peregrine Greaves. Now what these do is when you're flying through the air, it gives a massive boost to all your melee. So it gives you a massive boost to your hammer strike hit, which is also being boosted by your 1-2 hit, and all that sort of gubbins. Oh, just while we're talking, it's going to make myself look pretty. So you need these 3 things. If you don't have any one of these, you're screwed. It won't work. Now, for the shotgun with 1-2 punch, you can get that from a tier 2 Reckoning. It took me a couple of hours, but eventually it dropped. You don't need to do tier 3. It will drop at tier 2. So, let me show you how to do this. It's quite simple. Well, it takes a little bit of practice, but there's a little trick to it. There's a little finesse trick that you don't get straight away. It took me a couple of minutes to work it out, but once I did, I can get to it quite easily. So what you're going to do, once you've got all your things together, is you're going to choose your target. That's obviously your first big thing. Once you've got your target, you need to line him up. And when I say this, you've got to choose your running path. You're not going to do this on the fly, or not when you first start doing it, because it takes a little bit of a while to get used to what you're doing, especially with the button press. Normally, you use one finger for R1 and R2. This, you need 2 fingers. You need to use your, obviously your pointing finger and the next finger to it, because you need both. Because for some reason, this will not proc if you press R2, then R1, it just doesn't work. So here's what you've got to do. Once you've got your target and your path lined up, you're going to run at your target, you're going to Titan skate, which is jump in the air and press X to skate, which will initiate the white lines. When you see your white lines, you know you're right, you know you got your hammer strike procced. You're then going to get the just below the centre of the screen aimed at your target, because you need all the bullets from the shotgun blast to hit the target for this to work. So you're running up, you do your Titan skate, you got the white lines coming at you, you press hold 2 and hold R2, then hit R1. I know that sounds weird because your instinct is to press and release R2, then hit R1, but it won't work like that. The only way you can do it is by pressing R2 whilst in the air to fire your weapon, keeping hold of R2, and then with your next finger, your pointing finger, hit R1. But it's literally like 1, 2. You hit R2, hold, hit R1. And it takes a little bit of practice, and the best place to do it is in your menagerie, triumph, whatever you call it, your trophy section. That's the best place to do it because the ads don't fight back. You can get an idea of how to do this properly. Like I said, it took me a few minutes to get used to this because it's the whole thing of holding R2 and not letting go R2 whilst pressing R1. It's the only way you can get it to proc. Do not ADS because it has to be hip fire. That's another tip as well. It won't proc if you ADS. So you leave your left side of your buttons alone. You don't touch L2 or anything like that. You just fly in, smash R2, let your gun go off, then quickly press R1. So by the time this is happening, you've got both R1 and R2 held down at the same time. And it's as simple as that. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but I promise you it isn't. Put my teeth back in. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but I promise you it isn't. It really isn't. Once you get this mastered, you'll be smashing Nocris. Pretty much anything you can hit with this maneuver will just die instantly. You might have a little bit of health left, but it's just like one flick to the jowls will finish it off. And it is an amazing maneuver if you can master it. Now, I've got this down now to where I can pretty much get it on the fly now. You know, it's not, I don't really need to measure the run up and all that sort of shit that I told you to do here. That's just until you get used to it. Once you are used to it, as soon as you see the white lines and you're running, you up, you Titan skate, you smash it, bomb, job done, and you look like a fucking god. So that's it. That's giving your Titan an extra super. How awesome is that? It's like having 2 supers. So there you go. That is my. I don't even have a name for it. What should we call it? We'll call this the Hulk Bash build. So here you go. That's my build for the Hulk Bash build. You go in, you Hulk smash, Hulk bash, kill everything. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more, weird and wonderful builds that I'm coming up with left, right and centre, like this video, share and subscribe, you know, get the word out. You help this small little time YouTuber who just happens to be YouTube's best kept secret and the best guardian in the world. That's all from me, Mr. B. Until next time, ta-ta for now.